Hey there, this is going to be kind of an update video because there have been some life goings on that you guys might want to know about for the most part. Maybe not, but there's not really going to be any like graphics or anything like that. It's just whatever music I choose to fill the background. So if you want to tab out or whatever, feel free to do that. It's just me talking at your face for 10 minutes or less, hopefully less, but we'll see. So first thing to note, I have been feeling really good about YouTube this year. I genuinely have. All of my content, actually, I've felt really good about it. And in fact, in February alone, I put out over 74 hours worth of content between Twitch, YouTube, and Anchor, which is where we host, or where I host, rather, the two podcasts that I do. And essentially, that's just counting like cut and clean, live streamed, published video, published podcast content. That doesn't take into account anything I do behind the scenes for community events, whether it's writing notes for the shows, or making graphics, or compiling information for videos, or like literally no prep was included in that number. So just cut and edited content alone, you could have spent about 11 to 12% of your month of February listening or watching this person right here. So for those of you who do that, I thank you a lot. Just want to make that abundantly clear. But that said, I have actually just accepted a job, and it's actually in digital marketing. So it's a bit of a sidestep from what I had been doing, which is mainly information cataloging and things like that. And so I think it's in a space that I want to grow in, and that is very, very good. I've been unemployed since my last employer dropped me, and my whole department, actually. Just, I won't get into that. It's very messy, but essentially I got let go mid-December of last year, and I've been looking ever since. This seems like a great opportunity. Side note, my wife Jenna actually just got a job about 5 minutes away from where I'm going to be working, and it's actually kind of like a step up for her as well. So I'm feeling very good for her as well. Good things are coming for us over here, thankfully. Except for Josie, she's got a bit of a bladder infection at the moment, and that's why there was no video yesterday. Just FYI, I planned on having this come out sooner, but we've been taking care of Josie, or I've been taking care of Josie, and it's been Josie had a day yesterday. So all that said, my time is going to be consumed elsewhere, and so I know I started off the year with a lot of projects in mind, right? And there was a lot going on, and I'm still committed to that. I just think there needs to be a little bit of scaling that's done. So if you're worried about me going anywhere, don't be. At least not for now. Anyway, there's not really any reason for me to pack it up just yet. So I'm still going to be around. I think, like I said, 74 hours of published content last month. And that's a short month, keep in mind. There's only 28 days in February. This is no leap year. It was a lot, right? And working 40 hours a week on top of that is going to get messy. So I have to kind of scale back everything that I'm doing, and because of that, I have to look at the metrics of what's working, what's not working, what people enjoy, what I enjoy, and it's just a culmination of a lot of different things. What takes the most time to put out with very little payoff or exposure, and because, you know, if you want to grow in the online space, I always say diversify, right? And so I do pretty much weekly podcasts. I do at least 3-4 videos a week on YouTube, and I stream at least twice, sometimes up to 4 times a week on Twitch. So I try and diversify my content, and if you are trying to get into this space, that is by far the best advice I could ever give you. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. It's an old saying, but it holds true. Because one thing can go tragically wrong on one platform, but if you still have a community and a following on another one, you know, you're totally fine. You can definitely make up for that, and it won't hurt you as bad. But that said, I am going to need to scale some stuff back because some things I do are not as popular, and some things I do are just passion projects, and you know, some things help fund the content that I do, like ad revenue from YouTube, and so that's kind of where I'm at right now. Moving forward, I think kind of the schedule that I'm going to be looking at is I'm going to be cutting back on podcasts, and if that breaks your heart, I am so tragically sorry. My opinion on that is share the show, share the content, let me know that you like it, because the podcasts are genuinely the thing I hear least about. Unless, like, for whatever reason, I've had probably a dozen people within the last 7-10 days message or email me and asking like where the back catalog of CantoCast went because they can't find it, and I'm over here like, well, that got shut down like 6 months ago, so I don't really know what to tell you. But yeah, I don't know if you guys enjoy that, because metrics only get me so far, and I see people tweeting at me on Twitter about the videos that I do, or I see people come in and say that they're enjoying the stream on Twitch, or you know, there's no direct dialogue, and maybe it's a platform thing. I don't know. I feel like Anchor has really kind of taken the integration role to like a whole new level, which is great for them. But either way, if no one's talking about the content, if no one's sharing the content, if no one's actively participating in the content, I've tried to do like weekly poll questions on Twitter for the podcasts. If no one's really engaging with that, then I'm going to take that as a pass. So for lack of better phrasing, the podcasts, that being CantoCast and the Fakecast, will be kind of restructured moving forward. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to address those. I have some rough ideas, but I don't really want to get too specific about it. The main thing I was thinking was maybe like a monthly CantoCast where I also live stream the recording. I tried to do something like that in the past, but that was when it was still on like a weekly basis, and it was very involved, and it took some time. But I think if we scale it down to like a monthly show where we talk about the big stuff and like maybe some little things that you guys may not have heard, that might be better for everybody. I don't know. And it would also give me an opportunity to change things up around here as well. All good things. The Fakecast, I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, I can't keep up with the weekly. So it would be less everything that's going on in game and more big picture type stuff, kind of recap type stuff, which might also be good, honestly, because really, if you keep up on notifications or daily YouTube vlogs who cover the Fakecast, or even if you watch just my videos alone, which are like 98% heroes, I genuinely think that you kind of already know most of the information, and that's not what I want to do. I want it to be something different. So that's, in my opinion, another open door for opportunity to make something better and change it. It's just the frequency that has to change again, because I just don't have the time. Because I'm already getting gray hairs, so it's we're all running out of time, friends. We're all running out of time. Side note: I am back with my barber now because I will be getting a paycheck again, which is very nice. So I look better, which is awesome. And I think my camera's glitching for some reason, but we'll move on. We'll just ignore it for the time being. So that's kind of it in a nutshell. I'm not going anywhere. The podcast is the thing that people seem to enjoy the least, or the thing that people talk about the least. or the thing that gets the least amount of exposure. And so in an effort to continue to grow online, it's what I unfortunately have to focus less on now that I have less time. So I guess, like I said, if that disappoints you, my answer is share it, talk about it, because I can put content out there, but it's you, the content consumer, who actually grows the creator, right? Because the following, the watch time, the subscriber list, the followers, they all help show brands or sponsors or even the creator themselves that their content, their time, their effort is appreciated. And so that's why I wanted to start this video by thanking those of you who do consume my content, because we all have limited time. I have limited time to put content out, and you have limited time to consume it, because there are a sea full of content creators. And if you choose to watch me or listen to me, that means something. That speaks to something. And I unfortunately have less time now, so I have to cut back on the stuff that you guys are not actively excited about, which is fine. I'll find things to do. I'm sure I'll fill the time somehow. So my basic gist is the podcasts will be getting slightly less consecutive, but they will be slightly bigger productions on top of that. So there's kind of like a give and take balance there. And then videos, I genuinely don't see anything changing for videos. I feel like those are pretty well stuck where they're going to be. I may not be able to do the off the cuff, in the moment type stuff. Most of my videos are kind of vlog reaction to what's happening in the game. So, you know, community discussions and things like that, they might be less frequent. The stuff that's happening here and now, thanks to daylight savings time, now everything gets released at 11 o'clock my time instead of 10. Those might be a smidgen delayed. But I feel like overall I'm in a pretty good place with YouTube, so I don't see anything changing there. Live streams, same git. You know, we're streaming Shadow Dragon Friday, Saturday, Sunday this weekend. Maybe we'll get through it, maybe we won't. If not, we'll definitely wrap that up next weekend, because I feel like we probably only got about 20-ish, maybe 23 hours left on that. So I'm feeling pretty confident moving forward with that. I still think we're on target, even if we only stream like 3 times a week, to finish all of the localized games before Three Houses comes out. So I'm super jazzed about that. And the big benefit, I think, and if you've made it this far, congratulations, you'll have information that not many other people will have. My rule of thumb is always pre-order first, pay second. So you can always cancel a pre-order. And I pre-ordered the U.S. North America whatever edition, the one that doesn't have the pins but is still in English. So jealous of Europe. That edition of Three Houses, I actually snagged 3 pre-orders, and I know it was going like constantly. So I'm feeling, I'm not gonna make any promises, but I'm feeling like 98% confident that we'll be able to do some kind of giveaway around a 3 House collector's edition bundle. The Time of War Warfare edition, I think is what it's called. So if you've made it this far, congratulations. You have inside information that's going to be helpful or beneficial to you in the long run. But yeah, there's still a lot coming up this year. Like I said, I'm not packing in anytime soon. I don't really have a reason to. I think it's just more about getting smarter and targeting the content that I do put out. So that the people that enjoy it get to continue enjoying it. And I'm not spending a lot of time on stuff that people aren't super jazzed about. And so that's just kind of where I'm at. But I have good ideas. I've always been able to adapt. I've been doing this for like 4 years now. So I've been branching out and engaging in different platforms and growing there. So yeah, I've been able to adjust and adapt, and the content I make kind of adjusts with it. And I've always been on an upturn for growth. So what I'm doing must be working on some end. I'm just gonna stay focused on what's working and what you guys are enjoying and what I'm enjoying making, and take it from there. And that's probably far too long. Yes, that took much longer than I wanted it to. But at least I got a haircut, so you're not looking at some scruffian over here. So again, if you made it this long, thank you so much. I am actually starting next week, so it might be a bit of a delay and stuff for the time being, just because it's gonna get a little crazy. And then Jenna actually starts her new job at the beginning of April. So for what that's worth, we'll see how it goes. And yeah, we'll take that as it is. Thank you guys again so much for supporting me. I appreciate you. We're gonna continue growing. We're gonna continue doing cool things, and I'm excited for where we continue to head every single day. So thank you so much for watching. Again, I love you. I appreciate you. This is just kind of a temporary adjustment in shifting that's happening right now. So look forward to what's coming. Look forward to the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.